There's been a lot of progress in financial inclusion in terms of access to accounts. We now have 76% of the adult populations of the world with an access to an account.
We went from about 3 billion people being excluded, and now it's down to 2. So we've made great progress in access.
Having access to an account is only the beginning of a journey. Much more needs to happen.
We are moving beyond access, exploring how financial inclusion can contribute to development outcomes such as women economic empowerment, poverty reduction, jobs, and climate resilience.
What we would really like to see financial inclusion do is to improve the lives of people.
CGAP launched the Financial Inclusion 2.0 global initiative to catalyze the industry towards a focus on impact. The initiative consists of 3 main components. The first component aimed to go back to the evidence and really understand what do we know of the pathways of impact and what are the knowledge gaps that researchers still need to help us fill.
Because if we have a better understanding on those development pathways, we can think better around the types of products that can best serve the communities that need them.
Our work continues to show that marginalized groups across countries, women, low-income individuals, rural entrepreneurs, for example, they continue to be challenged by unaffordable and poorly tailored services.
Of the currently 1.4 billion people that continue to be unbanked, over half of them are women. And this is a challenge that we continue to struggle with, of how to bring more women into the financial services ecosystem.
The second component is about understanding better what are the contextual factors that may make the same type of financial inclusion intervention sometimes lead to outstanding impact and sometimes not.
Joining the economy is one part of the equation. What happens once you are part of the formal financial system? What happens when you move from access to usage?
I like the insistence on mechanisms, on describing what policies generate what outcomes by which mechanism.
We're ripe to rethink how we measure impact. The data that we have and the ability to understand it is transforming how we provide financial services to billions of people who've been left out.
The third component is about trying to define indicators that can serve as compasses.
I think when we look at impact, we need to move beyond the sort of blunt measures we've had historically.
We look forward to contributing with our expertise and data to generate new evidence to guide more effective development strategies.
We want the financial services sector to focus on responsible customer growth, not just customer growth. And for us, this means being able to monitor indicators around broader metrics.
This new research by CGAP can lead to innovation in financial services.
And that's what Financial Inclusion 2.0 is trying to do, to convert all of these things into development outcomes that really count.
It's really by bringing us together with other champions of financial inclusion, because one of the things we know is that we can't do this alone.
We just can't waste time. We just have to work all together. And that's what this initiative is all about.